All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the Pine Room Podcast. Thank you for coming out tonight. This is our second high school live show. We got a lot to do tonight. I'm not going to be up here for long because I don't know anything about football, so I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it up to some guys that know what they're talking about, and I'm going to go down on the floor.
Job, you played flag football once.
Yeah, I never touched the ball, and I never got a flag.
Great season.
Yeah.
Great season.
All right, so who we are, we're not if you don't know who we are, we're not the Pine Room from Oglebay. We are the Pine Room from, I don't want to give away where we live.
Yeah, don't give away the address.
I won't give away where we live, but we're another Pine Room. If you don't know who we are, you can go find us on social media anywhere you can go. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, anywhere where you want to go. Follow at the Pine Room Podcast. You can go to our store. That is thepineroomshop.com. Get yourself some gear. We got 2 shows going on right now on our channel, on underneath our umbrella, so you can get any kind of gear from that. We got some fun stuff on there too. One big thing is we have a live show on the radio, 2 o'clock. That's on the Watchdog. You can find that. That's WKKX. You can find that actually on the radio if you still listen to the radio now. But if you don't listen to radio, you can find it on the Watchdog's website. That's the watchdognetwork.com. That's WKKX FM 98.1, 1600 AM, and WVLY FM 97.7 and AM 1370. It's a mouthful. We have 2 shows that we're doing right now. We have the Pine Room Podcast, which we record on Tuesday. It comes out on Thursdays. We have Bettor's Last Stand. If you want to learn about sports gambling, we're not going to be talking about that tonight, but for professional stuff, college stuff, you want to learn some more about sports, learn some more about gambling, win yourself some money. Of course, it's for entertainment purposes only, so don't actually say that you do it. But we have that. That comes out on Wednesdays, which is today. I don't know why I got to clarify that. We've had a bunch of guests on. This is probably probably the 7th show that we've done with some actually people other than us. By the way, these are all the guys that are on the show. I forgot to announce that. We got Soup, Cooley, Jeff, myself, Luke, Matt, Jarrett, and Chris, and then Coach is down on the floor. Some of the people we've had on, we've had Coach Crutchfield, renowned coach, Chase Harler, Michael Grove, Lauren the Better was just on, renowned referee from around the nation, NCAA, Tony Chiazza was just on this week. That'll be out Friday. We've had some rough and rowdy fighters on. We just highlighted two fighters that are actually fighting this weekend in Huntington, Iceman and Showtime. Both of them are a hoot, so go check that out. That'll be out with the regular podcast on Thursday. Like I said, social media at the Pine Room Podcast. Go follow us. Help us out. We're trying to get to 400 followers. So go to Instagram, give us a follow, and then for the guys that are actually on the show, you can find that this upcoming week, and you can see yourself all over social media. Our email is, if you want to email us, we never get emails, so if you want to email us something, just tell us hi. You can email us
Job, does anybody actually check the email?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do every day.
I'm just making sure.
It's my morning ritual.
I don't believe that.
That's my morning ritual. The last one we got was from eBay. Contact at thepineroompodcast.com. Go and email us stuff if you want to hear us talk about stuff. If you got ideas for shows or whatever, go give us an email. I know that's kind of a dying form of communication, but go do it anyway. And then, like I said, the online store, it's at the Pine Room not at the Pine Room Podcast, thepineroomshop.com. Go get yourself some gear, so when you come and watch us live, you got stuff to rep us. That's all I have to say. I don't really have any words of wisdom for you, but just enjoy the show. We're going to get all these guys up here, get some good information from all these coaches. We got Wheeling Park, Wheeling Central. We got Linsly coming on, Martins Ferry, and John Marshall. Not in that order, but they will be up here. And you're going to learn some stuff about what's going on with their season this year. That's about all I know about football. So without further ado, let's take a little break and get these guys up here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Generations for our first annual here at Generations, but actually the second high school show that we've done. We were at Scaffidi's last week, a week ago today. Had several teams up at Scaffidi's, but we are really excited. This is sort of our home turf here because we're all from Wheeling, and we have our local teams in the house. And first team we want to welcome and thank them for coming because Ohio kicks off actually tomorrow. There's some games, but these guys up here, we have the Purple Riders of Martins Ferry High School. Let's give them a round of applause.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
Riders.
baby. Yeah, the new and improved, ready to go
Purple Riders, we want to welcome Mr. Justin Kropka, the new first-year head coach at Martins Ferry and alumni of Martins Ferry. Want to thank him. He's got so much going on. I had a rough time communicating with him. He's actually got a booster meeting tonight, and he has to be chugging out of here pretty quick. We want to welcome Matthew Coletti, Matthew Fox. Let's see. Landon Horse. Sorry, I spelled your name right. This is Landon, by the way. I'm going to correct that right now. I put a Y there. It's Landon. Sorry, Landon. About that.
It's all right. It's all right.
Alex Finsley, and we have George Halsey down in the end. Guys, thank you very much for being here, joining us for the first annual Pine Room podcast kickoff here at Generation. I want to thank Generations, Luke and Mike DePlaga for being so generous to having us be a part of this and kicking off the football season. You know, in my mind, everybody says Christmas is the best time of the year. Sometimes I argue that because in my mind, football season is the best time of the year because you get that smell in the air, that pigskin smell, that the temperatures are cooling down, hopefully, and it's just the weekends. I can't wait for the weekends. So it's exciting that we're kicking off the season and Martins Ferry kicking off with Shadyside. So Coach Kropka, thank you very much for being here and you're bringing your guys here. Welcome to Generations.
We appreciate you having us. You know, anytime we get a chance to show our guys off and show our program off a little bit, you know, I enjoy that opportunity, especially with these young men. You know, you take them out and people see what our program looks like. They can put faces with names, and so we're happy to be here. Thank you.
And you kick off Friday night against a pretty good rival, I would imagine, Shadyside. They've had your number here lately, I believe so, correct?
Yep, but, you know, every year's different, and any high school coach will tell you the same. You know, guys graduate, guys come back, and then, you know, you lose a guy or two, you gain a guy or two. So we're hoping we're taking this year as its own entity.
And you were at John Marshall last year, did a great job down there, and I read a few things, a few quotes. You were, you know, it was a tough decision, but coming back to your alma mater, which I'm sure you're excited about, taking over a program that's, you know, struggled a little bit. And I've heard nothing but great things about what you're doing and, you know, the upcoming season. Tell us a little bit about your prep. What do you think about Friday night and how these guys are responding to the new regime, as so to speak?
Well, you know, we had our first meeting. There were 17 guys there, and I started getting worried about, you know, if we're going to have enough to suit up to have a football team. And, you know, I told the seniors the same thing. You know, we're kind of in this together. So myself and them went out and did some little in-house recruiting and got some kids out. I think we got 8 seniors out that had never played football before. And so it brought our senior group to 15. We have 19 freshmen out. So a lot of that, you know, the program was saved by these seniors more so than anything I ever did. These guys, and they injected positivity into the program, and it's palpable. You can feel it every day at practice, and you can feel it in the town. You could feel it at the scrimmages. You could feel the positivity that these guys bring every day, and it filters all the way down through. And from 17 now, we're dressing 45 Friday night.
That's
so
awesome.
I can't tell you how proud I am of these young men.
That's awesome, and I'm sure there's a new, you know, Martins Ferry's had a proud tradition of football throughout the years. I mean, very proud. Tough kids, just always very competitive. Have made it to the playoffs many years, and I'm sure, obviously, that's your goal, is to obviously win games, but make the playoffs.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's your goal in any season. I mean, anytime they're playing for a championship, you want to get invited to the party, you know. So, but what my goals this year are a little bit different. We want to get better every single week. We want to set the tone for the program, and, you know, as far as work ethic, as far as accountability, and all the little things that you don't think of when you're doing the preview shows or how many returning starters or anything, but really affect your long-term success as a program. And these guys have really laid the block and a great foundation. I can't say enough about them because, you know, when we had perfect attendance over our off season, the last 2 months from our seniors. I've never had that before in my entire 20-year coaching, being a head coach for 20 years, I've never had that. So they have accelerated the curve as far as how long I thought it may take to get to the point where we're all holding each other accountable. They've accelerated that process greatly, and like I said, it's had such an effect from 7th grade up in our program. So yeah, we're a little bit ahead of schedule where I thought we'd be, but we still want to stay focused on the little things and the long-term program building stuff that helps you be successful for a long time, like Martins Ferry was for 100 years. Dave Bruni, that wasn't by accident.
Absolutely.
That was hard work from all of us, and the buy-in from the community and the kids, and your older brother played and your dad played. My son will be the 5th generation to play at Martins Ferry. So we have and a lot of these guys have relatives and dads and brothers and everything that played for Martins Ferry. So when you understand that and you understand the tradition and what it means to be a Purple Rider, then your 5-win teams become 7-win teams. Your 7-win teams become 10-win teams. And the program is successful over the long term, and that's really what I've been focused on this year. And honestly, I'm shocked at how well it's gone up to this point as far as that stuff, as far as stuff that I cared about, and maybe not the outside world as much, but the stuff that I cared about is what we are as a program. I'm ecstatic in how the advancements we've made this year.
Well, that's awesome. I'm going to ask you one more question, and then I'm going to throw some questions to these guys. Friday night, Shady Side, unbelievable tradition. Made a run at the state title several years now. Under new regime now. How do you feel you match up against them Friday night?
Well, it's funny. There's been a lot of numbers about Shady Side, but if you go through their roster, they might only have 29 kids, but 20 of them are juniors and seniors.
They're pretty good.
20 of those guys, and 10 of them started 4 playoff games. So they're a pretty darn good football team, Coach Lincoln did a great job with that program, and much like Coach Bruni, the guys can do it without you for a little while.
Yes.
You wouldn't want to be without them long term, but Michael Kernick, who's their head coach, who's actually one of my assistant coaches at Harrison Central for a couple of years, and did a great job for us when he was there. He's been calling plays there for 6-7 years now, so that's not changing. So a lot of the stuff's going to stay the same. Everybody's pounding the death knell for Shady Side, and I've seen them on film. I don't see it. I see a good, solid football team like they always are. A lot like Martins Ferry was for years.
Yep.
They do the little things right. They're coached well. Their kids play hard. Shady Side football matters to them.
Yes.
So, and I know Michael Kernick personally. So I know they'll rally behind him, and I know what kind of coach he is. He learned from the best. So I'm expecting nothing less than your typical Shady Side team. Like I said, just like Martins Ferry, the parts changed, okay, but it's still Shady Side.
It doesn't matter how many you have on the field, have on your roster. The guys they put on the field are going to be pretty darn good. So I'm going to throw it out to the guys here. I'm going to throw it to Matt Coletti here first. Matt, what do you see as and I'm not knocking the former coaching staff, but what do you feel is the difference now between what has happened before and now? I just get this sense of a new energy in your program.
I feel like just the amount of energy that wasn't there before is now there before, and it's like Coach Kropp said, it's palpable. You can feel it throughout the entire stadium whenever we practice, whenever we're in the field house getting ready for practice. It's amazing.
And there's more of a team unity now.
Yeah,
I hear the unity that you guys are just have each other's backs. You're a solid unit now that is going to help you hopefully through a pretty difficult schedule though.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell me about Friday night. George, tell me about Friday night. What do you think?
I think that if we stick with the game plan that Coach Kropp has for us, then we should be in good shape.
You think you're going to be in for a battle, though, right?
Oh, definitely. It'll be a big battle.
Okay, I'm going to throw it over on this side real quick. You're smiling down there, It's Alex, right? Alex, tell me your prep now. You guys have been going for, 3-4 weeks now. How do you feel you've progressed and learning a new system, obviously, and your prep for Friday night? Tell me your thoughts. Okay, let's see. Who do I? Landon. Sorry again about you. Landon, you have the same thoughts? You feel confident Friday? Obviously.
I am very confident. Coach Crop put a great game plan together, and I just can't wait for Friday.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw it out here to our guys. We got some of our Pine Room podcast guys. We're gonna hit you with a few more questions and get you out of here.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Jarrett.
I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing football questions, so let's go here with a question for you. Arm wrestling competition between your team. Which teammate you got winning? Anybody? Let me know.
Me. George.
Definitely George.
George
Who's
is beating.
winning?
George is beating Matthew.
Yeah.
So George,
Maybe.
we got George.
Coletti, you say he's going to beat you?
I don't know. I mean,
I tell you
know.
He ain't got a
hair,
chance.
Ain't not a chance.
Hey, with Matthew's hair, I don't know. He might be tough to beat. I gotta say, that gives him a little more strength.
I like Matt Fox's hair. I think Matt Fox has the hair. I'm a fan of Matt Fox's hair right now. I'm telling you. Yeah. Anybody else? Shoot a question up here. Jeff Doyle.
Matthew Fox will go in. If you had a superhuman power, what would it be? And why?
I don't know. That's pretty tough. I'd probably have to say speed. And I'm saying speed because, one, I'd be an amazing wideout. And two,
Howard, you are an amazing
You're
wideout.
already an amazing wideout, right?
You'd be doubly amazing, right?
of course.
He just needs those
And-
boosts.
Yeah. And two, it's a given. You're going to go to the NFL if you have superhuman speed. So, that's just me.
How are your hands?
I'd say they're the best on the team, but you guys.
Ooh, is that
on,
Coach?
guys,
stop
Coach?
lying.
Is
Stop
that right,
lying.
Coach? His best hands on the team,
Oh,
Coach?
he knows it's me. He knows it's me.
I'm declining to comment.
He's taking the fifth.
I know everybody's mom up here, and I'm not getting involved in any of that stuff.
I think
no
you got
phone
some
call.
Ferry fans out there too. Yes. Anybody else?
Hey, Coletti, my question's for you right here, Coletti. A lot of these college athletes are getting NIL deals now. If you were a college athlete, which restaurant would you want to sponsor you?
Definitely Red Robin.
Endless fries.
Not even just that, like the pretzels that they serve, the mini pretzels, the cheese. It's just great. Can't
Just
beat
crazy
it.
good.
All right, guys, we want to thank you for coming on. This has been awesome. Coach, we really appreciate you coming down. Fellas, for a thank you to you guys, we have a little social media giveaway for you guys, for you and your classmates and everyone at your school to win something. So I'll give you guys some cards. Coach, we really appreciate you bringing your team down. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and before we close here, we have I was telling Coach from 2 to 3 on WKKX, we do a live show. It's pretty much all high school football. And Matt, where's Matt? Matt Watson right here. He works at the sports book over at Island Casino. We all have our best plays of the week. Our best plays of the week. And all of us unanimously took the Purple Riders on Friday night. So don't let us down. So let's hear it for the Martins Ferry Purple Riders. Coach, thanks a million. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you. Good luck on Friday. All right, folks. Welcome back once again to our first annual Pine Room Podcast High School Football Kickoff here at Generations. And we welcome one of the most successful programs in the history of the state of West Virginia. Proud to have them here with us on one of our local legend teams with one of the best coaches and a very, very good friend, Coach Mike Young. We welcome the Maroon Knights of Wheeling Central High School. We welcome these guys. I'm not going to introduce them all. You can see their name tags here. That maroon and white has been a very proud tradition on the football field. We're glad to have him here. Coach Young, it's amazing to me. 13 state titles in the history of the school, and 8 of them have been won by this fella sitting to my right, your left, Mr. Mike Young. Coach, your accolades precede you. I mean, what you've done with this program and your young man is just astounding. It's amazing, and we congratulate you. And but as you will say, I'm sure you're 0-0 now, and the new season starts. And after after last year on that field against, who was that against in the mud?
Ritchie County.
Ritchie County. I'm sure that still left a sour taste in your mouth. But anyway, let's start on a positive note. Those state titles and a new season. You got a bunch of good-looking athletes here, and sounds like it's going to be a great year for the Maroon Knights. So, Coach, thank you for being here, and let's hear a little bit about this squad.
Well, Mark, thanks for letting us be here. We love being out in the public because I think we have great representation here. I'm very proud to say that, we've had some great success because of it's not me. It's about the team. It's not about an individual. We pride ourselves in playing as a unit. We pride ourselves in playing the best we can play every day. Our goal is not to beat anybody. It's to beat everybody. That's what we do. That's what we are made of. And this is a great group of kids here. This senior group right here, I'll tell you what, they've done a tremendous job in the offseason, working hard together. I'm very proud of them. And, after next Friday night, we want to be 1-0. That's our goal. That's what we got to do. In the meantime, we've got to work hard, and we got a scrimmage tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at 16th Street against John Marshall. Be a great test for us. So we're looking forward to strapping it up and going out and playing some Wheeling Central physical football.
Coach, you open up at Ambridge. That's obviously a week from Friday night. Obviously, right? It is at Ambridge.
That's
Friday
correct.
night. Yeah.
Correct.
What do you know about them? And then tell us a little bit about the rest of your schedule. I see a question mark on September 23rd. Has that game been filled?
No, it has not. We're still looking to get a 10th game. Right now we've got 9 games, and we got to play what we were dealt, and we're checking out any schools that might close up to see if we can get that one filled. But Ambridge, Mark, we're looking for them to be very challenging in terms of their speed, their physicality. They're a young team, but they got a new coach, and they're looking to build their program up, which they did last year. And now we go up there and play, and our kids know they've got to get off the ball and play physical.
And I look down your schedule. You got Belair on there. You got to go to Shadyside. You got to go to Mountain View. You got Ferry. You got to go to Beaver Local. You travel to Berkeley Springs. Quite a challenging schedule.
It's a very demanding schedule. We have a hard time getting teams to play us in Singaway because of our tradition, because of our past. At the same time, we're trying to get as many games as we can. Going to Mountain View, at first I didn't think we can get there from here, but we're going to get a charter bus, and it's about a 4.5-hour drive going over to Berkeley Springs, a double-A school. We're going 3.5 hours there. But thanks to our football moms and our support staff with all the people at Wheeling Central, we're able to get 2 charter buses to go over there. And that's a tribute to hard work and dedication and the love of these kids that are up here on this stage.
And you know, the one thing that always impresses me about Wheeling Central is, number one, your crowd support. Number 2, you see maroon and white all over the city of Wheeling. The alumni support, and you're just it's just a whole, as you said, it's a we mentality with Wheeling Central, and the people that graduate from there still have that proud tradition and back you guys, and it's really got to be a special feeling for you and these kids.
It's a great feeling because expectations are always high. We know that, but we'd rather have them that way than any other way. You want your expectations to be up there and not settle for mediocrity, not settle for just going out and playing. We're playing to win. We've been playing on the island, I think, now for those 12 games. And playing in the Super 6, we've only lost once in 2001 out of those games. So, we're looking. It's so much culture of believing in each other, working hard together on and off the field, being a family, the unity you talk about. It's not make-believe. It's something special, and we're proud of it, and I'm just honored to be able to be in the position I am. 52 years doing this, and I couldn't be more blessed because I love what I do.
Well, you've done a great job. I'm going to throw it here to Peyton. I'm going to ask Peyton a quick question here. Peyton, you're the quarterback. You're running the show. Tell me your thoughts. Compared to the last couple of years, what do you think of this season?
I think it'll be a great year. Guys worked really hard in the off season, and there's a lot of good. We all feel good together, and the ship should flow pretty good.
So tell me about your game. Are you a runner, dual threat guy, thrower? What's the offense? How does it run?
Thrower, and we like to hand the ball off and make everything look real good back there in the spin.
How those Hogs up front?
Very good.
They take good care of you?
Oh, yeah.
They keep your uniform clean?
Yeah.
You take them out to dinner?
No.
You better do something for them.
That's Riley. That's Watkins
for them
over
Hogs,
there.
baby.
And let's see, we have Deontay down here. Tell me about this guy behind you. You take good care of him?
Which one, Riley or Hildebrand?
Hildebrand.
Depends on how the day's feeling, which way he talks to me, really.
Oh, really? I mean, oh, wow. That's interesting. So do you feel like if it's 3rd and 1 and you're playing against a tough crew in front of you, can they go behind you and you're going to get them a yard?
Of course, 1 yard's 1 yard. I got a lot of yards more than last game.
Some of those yards are tough to get, Deontay. You going to take care of business?
We got him. I got a lot of help back there. I got Paxton. I got Riley. I'm sure if I can't block him, he'll just run through me anyways.
So you're okay with him coming your way?
Of course I am.
Okay. All right. We got any? Where's Soup? Where's the legend Soup? I'm going to turn the mic over here to one of the all-time legends of Wheeling Central, and he's going to ask some questions. I hear Chris out there laughing. This guy. You guys all know Soup?
Yes, sir.
There's nobody yet. I bet if you ask everybody here, everybody knows Soup. I would say. So I'm going to turn it over to Soup, a 2016 Hall of Famer here. His mother Stacy's out there shaking her head. Like, I'm going to turn it over to Soup, and he's going to, because this is his alma mater and this is his love.
Coach, you look good, man.
Hey, a lot of preparation to get ready for this face.
Your face looks good. Your body looks good. You look like you're 45 years old right now.
I wish I were. I just had a big birthday Friday, and I'm not going to tell you how old I was, but I'll tell you what. As long as I'm with these kids and around the great people of Wheeling Central, I'm a young buck ready to go.
Hey, I wanted to first off tell you congratulations on everything. Over 50 years of coaching, 8 state championships. You're a legend. Obviously, I wanted to ask these guys something real quick. Over camp recently, have you guys wanted to just tackle Coach Young, or how's it been going? Riley, give me a little update of how you guys have been treating you, the coaching staff.
Man, that's the bull, man. You gotta respect the bull. You know, he coaches us up. We go out there and perform. You know, we love him every day in and day out. Go in there and put in the work.
Coach, the Ritchie County loss, it was tough. How have you been preparing in the off season and during camp right now to let those guys know that if they prepare a little bit better, practice harder, all that stuff, that the result will be different this year?
Without a doubt, Soup, we know that we didn't finish last year the way we were supposed to, and that's sort of been our motto. We got to finish this year. We'll take one game at a time, 1 week at a time, work hard, be focused, next man up, 8-second sellout, do the best you can. You know, it's a great game. It's a super game. We play hard, we play tough. We're going to win.
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm gonna pass it down to some of these guys. We got some good questions for you. Jeff, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Actually, so obviously all the accolades, long, great tenure. What has changed throughout the years? Have you changed your mindset and the way you coach kids on how things have changed, or maybe things haven't changed at all?
No, I've definitely had to change in how you treat kids, how you work with the parents, how you work with the administration. A big difference. 50 years ago, the game was played somewhat in a phone booth, and most of these guys don't know what a phone booth is, but now it's played on a runway, and you gotta spread it out. You gotta be deceptive. You gotta be quick. You gotta be fast, but at the same time, you gotta be up front. You gotta be tough and physical. So the biggest change is staying with, believing in yourselves, believing in your team, believing in your program, and stay positive.
Yeah, guys, obviously Instagram is a really popular app right now. Who posts the worst pictures on Instagram?
Rally.
I got the best pictures. We got J2 Media in the house. He takes my pictures. I got the best Instagram pictures from the game.
Deontay got the worst captions. He got the worst captions by far.
I'll claim worst captions.
Let me ask you guys this. First game next Friday. Who on the team is most likely to get caught making a TikTok before kickoff?
Riley. Yeah, it's going to be Riley.
It's either Riley or Paxton.
Look, I got more TikTok clout than him, but
we're going to do it after when we win. We're going to celebrate with a TikTok. We're going to do it after when we win.
Hey, Peyton, I got a question for you, man. There's been some really, really awesome quarterbacks go through Wheeling Central. What's it mean to you to be the quarterback at Wheeling Central this year, and what's it like to keep those guys motivated, and what's it like controlling that huddle?
It means a lot to be a leader and, keep the guys moving and motivated and just try to keep everything smooth and stay calm. Just keep the guys ready for the game and their head in it. That's
better than Topher, right?
Go ahead, Jer.
Gotcha. So, hey, guys, obviously, you go on a lot of bus trips. Who is the worst teammate to sit next to on the bus?
Lorenzo.
And why? I need a reasoning on why.
He won't bring his own charger, doesn't bring his own food, tries to steal the seats. If you bring a pillow, he takes the pillow. He smells bad.
I was going to say, does he at least wear deodorant?
I mean deodorant, but he never showers.
Man, they're ripping you pretty good, man.
Fellas, I got to ask you guys this. So I know what those Fridays are like when you guys get to walk through the halls. It's game day. What is the worst pregame snack that one of you eat? Riley, what do you eat before the games?
Oh, yeah. Might eat some liver, get a little prime on them, some steaks.
Cooley, go ahead.
All right, guys. What teammate are you not giving the aux cord to, and why?
Lorenzo yet again.
Look, they hate on the country music. Lorenzo was on the aux.
Country music all day.
The country music, it was banging today, but Riley stole it back. He stole the aux back.
Pre-game, just country is not the vibe. We got to have some rap.
But if they're not working hard, guys, they have to listen to my music.
A little Billy Joel.
Beethoven. Yeah, Coach, what's your music? What's it look like?
Well, I'm a little bit of Elvis, a little bit of the Beatles.
Beethoven.
A little bit of rock and roll.
Coach, we got to ask you, you know what the aux cord is?
Pardon me?
Do you know what the aux cord is?
No.
All right, that's all right there.
But I did hear a song today I really liked by Carrie Underwood about being a champion. I like that one real well.
He likes Young Boy.
Hey, Coach, we wanted to thank you and all of you guys. We're wishing you the best of luck. We're excited for you. In exchange, we got a good little giveaway for you guys. We'll give you some cards after. That's at the Pine Room Podcast. You guys will be able to watch, all of you. Coach, you got anything? For the rest of the guys?
Just want to thank Generations and their family for having us in here at the DeBlancas. We got a lot of tradition with them, and I want to wish all the teams that are coming out this year the best of luck. Hope you stay injury-free, and let's go Knights.
Go Knights.
Go Knights.
Thanks, guys. Okay. Thank you, fellas. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the little technical difficulties, but I believe Mike and Jubb have it worked out now. Jubb has just taken a sigh of relief. It's been a great evening. We've already had Martins Ferry on. They were fantastic, and we had Wheeling Central on. And now joining us, ladies and gentlemen, the Monarchs of John Marshall High School. Let's give them a round of applause. Our Monarchs here. Good friend of mine, Mr. Coach Mark Caesar, taking over the program. I don't know how in the world he's going to do it. He's already the head baseball coach and the first-year head football coach. Not that he's new to the sport of football. He was an incredible athlete under his father at Magnolia. Now taking over at John Marshall. I'm sure these guys are ecstatic that this guy's taken over. But Coach Caesar and the guys here, we have Jace Riding, Braden Sabutka, his brother Brennan Sabutka, Jacob Caulfield, and Cole Porter. Guys, thank you very much for taking the time in your busy schedule to be with us. We appreciate you guys being here. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time and joining us here at Generations.
Hey, Coach, thank you. We're excited to be up here tonight. I think this is a great idea, and hopefully this turns out really well for you. Got a great turnout.
Well, I know taking over the John Marshall program, John Marshall had an incredible legacy when I was coaching at Wheeling Park. Wow, they were very, very good. Fell upon some tough times, but started to build it back up, and now I'm sure under your regime, you're excited, obviously. These guys are excited. I looked at your schedule. Wow, that is a little bit, it would give me nightmares to look at that schedule, but I'm sure you guys are prepared. You got a scrimmage against these guys sitting over here, Wheeling Central, tomorrow. Coach, tell us about how the squad has come together and preparing for, obviously, tomorrow, the scrimmage, but then your opener against Pretty decent opponent, University.
Well, first of all, this was a great opportunity for me to take over this position at this time. I got a great group of seniors coming back, great group of juniors also with them. We have a very good mixture. Got some athletic guys, got some big guys with Cole Porter and Dre, some big linemen. So this was definitely the right opportunity to come back. We did some very good things last year. I was an assistant there last year, so we'll see what happens this year. Like you said, the schedule's not easy, but you don't want it to be easy. If we make the playoffs, we've earned our way in, that's for sure. And our goal each week is to go 1-0. And we can't look ahead. We got to take week by week and go from there. But really excited for these guys. And like I say, I got a great staff with me, behind me also. I brought Coach Ripley, who has about 40 years experience from Magnolia up. I'm like a little kid just listening to him talking about his blitzes and stuff like that. And like I said, if I didn't have a great group of kids coming back, I would not be in this situation right now. But I got a good bunch, and things have gone real well so far in camp, and we're excited about the season.
Now you scrimmaged Bel Air, who is I believe is going to be very good. You and I had a little conversation about them. They're obviously very, very skilled. Got tremendous skill positions. But you said, other a couple little breakdowns, you were pretty pleased with the scrimmage and how it went. Still trying to work out some wrinkles on the offensive line, trying to get that situated. You think you have some good skill people too. So obviously, tell us a little bit about that scrimmage against Bel Air and tomorrow against Wheeling Central.
First of all, it's just a scrimmage. We did do some good things. We obviously made some mistakes, which you want to do in a scrimmage actually, so you can go back and fix. Ran the ball extremely well. Didn't throw the ball really well, but that's something we're going to have to do with the opponents we play. And besides a couple of breakdowns in the secondary, I thought we played a very solid game against a team that's very, very good. I mean, the skill guys for Bel Air, I thought they can run, they can do some good things. They got a great quarterback in the Hetherington kid. But very pleased so far with that. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Obviously, you don't want to show too much. You want to save something, and we're going to do that. But really pleased with what's happening at JM right now.
And it's an interesting, because that's one of the things I wanted to ask all the coaches actually about. Scrimmages are good, and you try to, I'm not as much a football guy as I am a baseball guy, but scrimmages, you're trying to find out obviously your weaknesses, your strengths. But as you and I talked, somebody said, well, we could have run the football, we could have done this, well, yeah, you could do that, but you want to see other parts of your team, even though it might not be what you do in a regular game. It's what you want to do in a scrimmage to find out how things work, correct?
100% with that. There's no reason to run the ball 40, 50 times a game when you're going to have to throw it against some of your opponents. So, you hate to say you want to see kids screw up, but you want kids to screw up so you can work on and teach and get better with when things don't go the way they're supposed to go.
Yeah, and I look at this schedule. Folks, you got to hear the schedule. They open with University, who was 11-1 last year. Then they go to Weir, and we did a thing at Scaffidi's last week, and Weir looked like they got some athletes. Then they got Bridgeport, and everybody knows how they've won like a couple of state titles. And then you got to go to Morgantown. You got Linsly, who's plays probably the toughest schedule in the High Valley, and you got to go to Park. So that's a daunting schedule. I'm going to ask one of the guys here. I'm going to ask the quarterback. What are your thoughts of that really difficult schedule?
Yeah, I think it's hard, very hard, but I believe if we have the right motivation and the right keys that we can do anything.
And that schedule obviously is going to hopefully prepare you for the postseason, which I believe you guys are going to make. So you feel like those kind of games are going to gauge how your season is going to go, obviously, but then prepare you for the postseason.
Yeah, like Coach said, we are going to take it game by game, but if we keep winning, we're going to keep winning, and we're going to go game by game, I guess.
Cole, I'm going to ask you. You're obviously up front. You're going to help protect this guy. You're going to help run the ball. What are your thoughts, first of all, of your line and of your team?
I think we got a very good group of linemen. They all bought in this year in the offseason. Everybody lifted together, so I think that we can do about anything.
So you think you're going to be able to run the football and protect him?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm sure he's hoping you will. Now the Sablutka brothers down here. Are you guys aren't twins. Are you twins? Yeah. Oh, I would imagine yes. Identical, I'm saying, right? Yeah. Now, wide receivers, two wide receivers? Yeah. You're both wide receivers. Get in on that mic so people, come on, they want to hear you. They want to hear about the Monarchs. Let's go. So tell us about the prep, getting ready, your preseason, your workouts, your two-a-days. You guys feel like you feel a different mentality, a different sense of team unity that going into the season in a tough schedule?
Yeah, we were in the weight room like every morning, and then after that we get straight to the field, practice some more. I think that'll help us a lot.
And you think you can handle this tough schedule?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're hoping you do. Jace, give us your thoughts of the team and what you think headed into university, because they've traditionally been one of the better teams in the state.
We got a really tough schedule, but we got a nice line this year. We can run the ball. We got Spookers, we can pass. We'll be pretty good.
Okay, well, I'm gonna throw it out here. I know our Pine Room podcast guys. Jeff Doyle always has some interesting questions. So, Jeff, shoot.
All right,
one.
Coach. So obviously, you say the Caesar name in the Ohio Valley. It's a very well-known name with sports and athletics. Obviously, your dad coached for years. What have you incorporated from your dad, or if you didn't incorporate anything from a coaching side of things?
Well, the biggest thing is the mentality. Like I said, week by week, and we think we can compete with everybody. It doesn't matter if you're bigger than us, smaller than us. Obviously, we're going to throw the ball. We're going to have to throw the ball to compete. He used to get upset with me, Union Local, because we didn't run the ball enough. Those days where we threw it 60 times and people laugh and they say, "You threw it 60?" I'm like, "Well, I called 72 pass plays, and a quarterback ran it 10 times." But we're not, I don't have the line that I have now with these guys. I get excited when I see our linemen. I know we can run it, but we have to be able to throw it also. But the biggest thing is attitude. I think we got the right attitude. I think we had a great off season. I think he instilled that in me. Is like, you got to believe in yourself. You got to take it week by week. Sometimes things aren't going to go right. You're going to get knocked on your butt. You got to get back up and go at it again. And I think I've tried to instill that in these guys with our two-a-days and our camp and stuff like that. And we've done a very good job with it. And it's been tough because these seniors are sitting here. I'm the third coach in 3 years. So this is the third new system they've learned, and I'm throwing out new formations and new plays and all that. And we've done excellent. I can't be more pleased with how things have gone so far. And hopefully there's a carryover. We're extremely healthy right now, so hopefully that continues. That plays a big part in it. But we got to have the attitude, and that's where it comes from.
Luke Doyle.
Yeah, we're going to ask some funny questions. We're going to start some funny questions. So, real quick, which teammate is most likely to have their girlfriend show up to the game wearing their jersey?
Let's go. Come on, guys. Brennan Sablutka. Which one?
Jace riding.
Or maybe not even a guy here. Is there another guy that might? Clipson? Clipson Wallace is going to have his girlfriend show up. Boy, poor guy. He's hitting it home. He's gonna see this now. All right, anybody else out there? Chris.
Yeah, this is for the quarterback, Jacob. And we did this show last week up in Steubenville, and we had a long discussion about the NIL deal. So you're the quarterback, so you're in the position with the highest profile. So if you would you rather have an NIL deal where you are on the team and you are the highest paid player, but your team's not very good, you're getting your brains bent in every week, or you're at the bottom of the totem pole as far as your money you're making, but you have a chance to be elite and win a championship?
I just think that I will do what I like to do, and I ain't just gonna push myself to do something that I don't want to do. And with these guys, I mean, if we can't do something like Coach said, we're gonna get back up.
So are you going to take the money?
I'm
Or are you
putting you on
going
the
to
spot.
take the money or the trophy?
Probably a trophy, honestly.
Yeah, boy.
We had a lot of different answers last week. There was a lot of different answers.
Hey, Sue, hit him with the NIL deal. Where are they gonna eat?
Cole, I gotta ask you, man, because I look up there and it looks like you haven't missed the weight room in about 4 years. So I have to ask you, if you follow these NIL guys in college, they get whatever they want. All right. If you're a 5-star lineman, any restaurant in the country comes to you and says, "Hey, we want to sponsor you. We'll feed you every day for lunch." Who are you picking?
I'm gonna have to go Taco Bell.
I don't want to be sitting next to him on the bus.
What's your Taco Bell order look like?
You just have to go with me. That's this switches up.
Good answer. Soup, let's hit them all. Jace, your NIL deal restaurant. Where are you going?
Big Subway guy.
Ew, Subway. All right. Raiden.
Definitely Taco Bell.
Another Taco Bell guy. Brennan.
Bob's Lunch.
Oh my goodness. Bob's Lunch. That's unbelievable. What do you get at Bob's Lunch? Meatloaf?
The Energy Special.
What is that?
It's 2 eggs, hash browns, 2 pieces of sausage, 2 pieces of bacon, and 2 pieces of French toast.
Wow. That's it costs probably about $6.
That's right.
Bob's Lunch. He's a NIL deal. Bob's Lunch. All right, let's go, big man.
Probably Drovers.
Oh, Drovers. No Chick-fil-A, Jarrett. No Chick-fil-A out of these guys. That's unbelievable. We don't have a mic down there?
Mike's gone.
Okay. All right. Well, anything else? Coach Caesar, again, closing thoughts on your team, what to expect, and how you feel?
Obviously feel good. I think the guys are excited to get going.
Check.
I think we put the time in the off season. They see me every day. Again, that was another reason I took the job. Is I'm in the school every day. I see them constantly in the hallways, and they're stopping by getting donuts every morning down in my room because I got a little donut deal going on down there.
Oh.
So, and if I had somewhere to pick, by the way, it would be Outback. I'd be eating steak every night. But no, we're excited. We can't wait for the season to get started. We wish it was for real this week, but we got another week to prepare, and we're going to need that because university's good. But it starts with game 1, and we'll go from there.
Well, I don't think there's anybody in this game that loves coaching more than this guy. To be the head baseball coach, head football coach, what do you have, 3 sons? 4 sons.
4 kids.
What's that?
3 boys and a girl.
3 boys and a girl, and balance that act and coach both those. Kudos to you, and you guys couldn't be blessed with a better coach, man. You guys are lucky to have him, and thank you guys for coming on. Soup, you got to hit him with.
We really appreciate you guys coming down. A thank you for you guys. We got a little giveaway for you guys, so I'll give you guys some cards once you're done. Coach Caesar, thanks for coming. Best of luck this year.
Yeah, and we'll you guys come through. We'll have a tailgate at Monarch Stadium. Go ahead, Coach.
Hey, is this? Oh, there it is. It's back on. Got the coach Soup. I was just telling the guys. I said I chewed his ass many a times at West Liberty, so he'd script a backdoor pickoff or something like that. So.
All right, guys. Once again, thanks to the Monarchs. We'll be rooting for you. Beat the Hawks, and we hope you guys have a great season, and we'll be pulling for you. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for the Monarchs.
Yeah.
John
Go Monarchs.
Welcome once again to the Pine Room Podcast High School Football Show. Our first ever here at Generations, but this is our second one as we were at Scaffidi's last Wednesday. Had 5 teams up there from up that way, and now we are back sort of in our home ground here in Wheeling. All of us are basic Wheeling guys, and talk about in their backyard, we got the Linsly Cadets. Let's hear it for Linsly Cadets here with us today. This is basically their backyard. They probably spend a little bit of time here. We welcome Wyatt Haynes, Nate Coleman, could raise your hand there, Nate. We're glad to have you guys here. Aiden Christ, Luca Di Lorenzo, and Landon Blakely in the house with us. And Coach Depew, one of the veteran coaches of the Ohio Valley, in his 17th season at Linsly School.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, it's a long time, Coach.
Coach, you're making me sound old.
Well, hey, Coach, we're getting old.
You're not old.
Anyway, we welcome the cadets. The first thing that just sticks out to me about these guys is this incredibly brutal schedule that they play. If anybody's seen their schedule, I don't know anything about, is it Amani Christian School? Where are they out of, Coach?
Close to Pittsburgh, Wilkinsburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about the schedule here in a minute, but you look, and I'm just going to throw some of these names at you, and these are traditionally some of the better teams that have ever played football in the Ohio Valley. Steubenville, not a bad program. Youngstown, Cardinal Moon, and they were in the same conferences as Steubenville back in the day. Morgantown, traditionally one of the better teams in the state of West Virginia. A returning state champion, Fairmont Senior, John Marshall, and Dover. I mean, you talk about a brutal schedule. That is, I don't think you could draw up a tougher schedule, but obviously these guys are incredibly competitive. They love this schedule, and they welcome the toughness of this schedule. Coach, we'll talk about that schedule in a minute. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you guys being here in this very busy time, trying to prep for your opener next Friday. Coach, again, we welcome you guys and thank you very much for being here.
Well, we really appreciate you having us. It's amazing what the Valley does for high school football players. All different types of media coverage, and this is another step forward in the area. So it's really cool, and we're honored to be a part of it.
Yes, and we love to show off our Valley guys, but especially our local teams. We got Park on next. We've already had Wheeling Central. It's always great to have you guys here. So, Coach, 17th season, amazing. You started this difficult schedule here several years ago. It seems to grow tougher and tougher. Tell us a little bit about maybe the schedule, but how do you prepare these guys for this brutal schedule?
You know, I don't necessarily think that we see it that way anymore. At first, when we started to add a couple schools that were a lot bigger than us, I think at first some guys were kind of looking at each other like, what are we doing here? And then year after year, we find that we're able to compete with the schools that we're going up against. We don't win them all, but we're able to compete, and I think there's a different level of excitement about the opportunity to prove the naysayers wrong. And I think that this team traditionally now has become a group of guys that embraces the underdog role and likes to be told you can and then prove them wrong. And that's who we've become.
Yeah, and I see these guys shaking their head like they're not intimidated by this schedule at all.
At all.
And matter of fact, you guys like this schedule now, don't you?
We love it.
Tell me what you feel comfortable playing this schedule, right?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, none of these guys going to Steubenville, going to Cardinal Mooney doesn't. You don't think you're overmatched at all anymore, do you?
No. I mean, we go out and we play Linsly football. Our opponents know that too, and they know what's coming at them.
And I think over the past couple of years, at least, that you proved that you could play with these teams, as Coach has mentioned.
Of course.
So my other question, Coach, and I looked at your schedule. You only play one game at your home field. Is that true?
That's true. That's true.
Now, how has that worked out? Why is that?
Well, we're in a situation where we're willing to play, schools that are willing to play us without being able to play on Friday nights at home. I think a lot of schools don't want to break the
Friday night tradition.
Yeah. And it's a routine that programs want to get into, and they have things that they want to do on Saturdays, and it interrupts the routine anytime they don't play on Friday nights. So, and This year, we've got 9 Friday night games, so we can get into that routine ourselves. The only difference is we've got a bus ride home after the game, week after week, which puts few more hours in for us.
Yes. Now, Wyatt, I see you shaking your head. You look like an awful confident guy down there. I like that. I like that a lot. Tell me your preseason, your 2-a-days and getting prepped for. You guys scrimmage? You got a scrimmage coming up, or have you scrimmaged?
Yeah, we just had a scrimmage against Brooke.
You scrimmage Brooke. So tell us how the season is. The preseason is going. What are your thoughts, Wyatt?
I think we're doing pretty good. Obviously, we're trying to improve every day, but we got a lot of dudes out here right now, so we're just gonna play football and have fun.
So, Nate, what position do you play?
I'm a receiver.
You're a wide receiver. Tell us about your offense. What is the makeup of your offense? You're a running team, you're a throwing team, you're a balanced team. You're gonna throw when you have to. You run. What do you? If somebody came to your game, what are they gonna expect?
I think we got weapons all over the field, so we can run it or pass it. It doesn't really matter.
So if you need 2 yards, you're gonna be able to go off tackle and get 2 yards.
For sure.
Okay, Luca. Turn it to Luca. I remember Luca when I saw his mom come in here. Where is she? There she is right there. She used to bring him up to the high school, and he used to run around when he was like 4. I said, man, he's going to be good. Yeah, even when he was running around. So, Luca, are you pumped up for the season? Let's go.
Oh, real pumped. Of course. It's always fun to play football.
And QB, wide receiver, whatever it takes. You're going to
wherever you need me, I'll be there.
Now it's you and Colin share the duties of quarterback. Is that correct?
Actually, we have a junior quarterback coming in to fill the spot this year.
So Colin Paul is not in. Oh, he's a receiver.
Not as of right now. I mean, it's not set in stone, but as of right now, we have a junior quarterback coming in.
And Coach, how do you work that with your quarterbacks? What's the strategy there?
Well, as Nate said, we have a lot of athletes this year. In fact, I think this is probably the most athletic group that I've coached.
Is that right?
And so what we're finding out right now is that there are a lot of people that look like they're ready to play. And we want to spread the ball around, and we want to move people around and never let the defense get comfortable with how we're coming at them. So everybody on the field is capable of making a big play for us right now. There may be a point in time on the field where we have 3 or 4 different people that could actually serve as quarterback, and with motions and shifts and things like that, we're going to keep people guessing.
Now, obviously, with that schedule, you have to be good up front. That's where, in my opinion, and not a great football guy, but I've watched a lot of football. You better be good up front. So tell us about up front on both sides.
We graduated a good bit of
That's
our
what I
line
thought.
on both sides. The guys that have played the most are here with us today, and Aiden started consistently on the offensive line, and Wyatt consistently on the defensive line, and Landon throughout at center. So we are not as big as we've been in the past, but we've added an element of athleticism that we didn't have when our size was bigger. I think we have not lost anything in terms of strength, and I think we're a little quicker and tougher. And so that's going to be what we utilize. We changed our scheme to match our personnel, and really, I'm probably most excited to see them operate when we get into games. I have an idea of what our skill is going to be like, and I'm excited to see what our line is going to do when it's for real.
Landon, you're an offensive lineman, correct?
I am.
Now tell me, obviously you guys are in the weight room a lot, right?
All the time.
And how has that transformed over into building your offensive line into something you guys think can obviously protect your quarterback and being able to move the football 2 yards when you need to?
I mean, I think, even though we did lose a lot of size on the O-line, I think every single person that, is going to play O-line this year, we were in the weight room consistently all summer, just putting in the hours and the work and stuff, making sure that we were ready. Even if I'm going out and facing somebody twice my size, I'm not afraid to go up against somebody that has more size. And I think that holds true with everybody that's going to play the line.
You ever look across the line and say, oh boy, it's going to be a long night?
There's a guy across from me who I might have a hard time with.
Love the challenge.
Boy. Hey, and Luca, these guys take care of you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
They take good care of you?
Oh yeah, great care.
You ever buy them lunch?
I've never taken them out to lunch. No.
You better start doing something for them, man.
I do.
Good place to start. Take care of these boys.
I do.
We eat a lot of food.
All right, we're gonna tone it down a little bit. We're gonna throw it out here to some of the boys here. Jeff Doyle's gonna hit us with one.
First and foremost, the confidence level you guys have is absolutely awesome.
It's unbelievable.
The way you guys exude yourself, phenomenal. But obviously, my boy Landon Blakely here. Here's the deal. This kid is one of the hardest working kids I know, and he owns his own business in the summertime. I know advertising isn't part of your budget. Plug your business right now. What do you got going on?
So, during the summers, I'm the owner of Tri-State Landscape.
Let's go Tri-State.
Yeah. You need any work done, just come see me
How
after
do they
this.
get a hold of you? What's your number? Throw your number out there.
304-238-6010. I'll give you a business card after this.
That's it. Call the man. Call the man. There it is.
You have T-shirts?
I do.
Yes.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh, but this guy.
Specifically landscape, not landscape.
Well, that's an inside joke. The first batch of T-shirts I ever ordered, they were misprints. So,
and what was the misprint?
Landscape was spelled Lanscape.
Landscape. It's got the D.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a self. You're the only one, or you have an employee?
I have a couple that work for me. Aiden down there, he works for me every now and then.
Hey, Coach, one is them Lucas Nodi.
Yeah.
Lucas Nodi.
Is that right?
I'm trying to get hired
pictures
next summer,
on Facebook. You cut the grass beautiful.
Do you ever check out the Facebook page? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, I haven't checked that out, but I did see a little ad on there, and your lines are incredible. I was almost in tears. I was so happy.
That's his life.
I mean, I do a good job.
Yeah, well, that's good. Good. All right, Jared, hit him up.
Hey, so we're going to switch it up a little bit here. We're going to go some fun questions for you guys. You seem like a pretty loose group. So my question is, if your team gets in a fight, what teammate do you want next to you in this fight?
Easy.
Me.
You. Well, all right. Let's change it up here. Who do you not want next to you? Come on, let him know.
Can I say that?
Hey, he doesn't have to be here. You can talk about him.
He'll watch us on YouTube.
Talk about him.
I might have to go with Cots.
Cots.
I'm gonna have to say Cots.
Yeah.
So we don't want Cots.
I was going to say Nate Smith, but...
So if a fight breaks out in here, I don't want Cots next to me.
You don't want Cots next to you. If you
I
need
want
a hug
Cott against me.
If you want a hug or something, Cots is your guy. But a
All
fight is not.
Hey, you need those kind of guys on a team.
Yeah.
Lay your head on his shoulder.
Cots is great for his fact of the day.
Yes.
If he was here right now, he would give you a great fact. Today, he gave us a great fact.
Yeah, if you guys had an NIL deal, what wheeling restaurant are you guys picking?
Ooh, wheeling restaurant. You better say Generations. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna have to say Chipotle for sure. Chipotle.
Wait, is it wheeling specifically?
The Valley. You give him the Valley. Can he go outside the Valley?
Yeah, Valley's good.
All right, in the Valley.
Oh, 100% Chick-fil-A.
I'll go with Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. 2 Chick-fil-A's.
Yeah.
I could.
Let's go, Nate.
Probably Chick-fil-A.
Oh, 3 Chick-fil-A's.
I mean, I heard Bob's Lunch is pretty good, and I like Bob's Lunch.
Bob's Lunch, another Bob's Lunch. Unbelievable. They're getting some serious love, Bob's Lunch.
Hey, Luca, this is for you because I feel like you got a really good grasp on your team. Which one of your teammates is most likely to get caught making a TikTok before the game starts?
That's you, Luca.
It's got to be him.
I'm gonna have to put myself up there for the run-in, or my boy Jai League Johnson for sure.
Now, I saw some pictures, Coach, of these guys doing, what was that they were doing? What, Luke, I think one of you guys had some pickaxe or something. And were those TikTok videos? What were they? You guys see those? Did you guys see them?
Those weren't TikTok. Those were just pictures. We went out to this abandoned gas station, and we took these pictures. We actually gave the idea to Central over here.
I saw those. I saw those.
It is sort of the same thing.
They said you better be pretty badass if you're taking pictures like that, so you guys must be ready to back that up.
This is all news to me, Coach.
Close those eyes,
They
Coach.
did ask to borrow the jerseys the other day. I know that.
I didn't see any pictures of you like doing that accent.
You won't see it.
I think I saw you on the couch with a remote. Jarrett, what do you got?
We're going to go one more here. One more. Let's go with who is the funniest guy on your team?
Klotz, for sure. Best facts, everything.
Who's Klotz? What's his name?
Adam Klotz.
Okay.
Klotz again?
Also Potts.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna have to say, I think either Will or Mello. Will or Romello are pretty funny. They're pretty funny guys.
Probably Mello.
Yeah, Mello.
I'm gonna give it to Coach Hammer.
Hammer's a funny guy.
It's hard to beat.
Hammer's a funny guy.
All right.
Hey, Coach, we're going to wrap this up, but I got one question for you.
All right.
If you could star in one TV show, you'd be the lead character, everyone in the country knows who you are, what TV show would you star in?
Jeez. I don't know. I always thought that when they make my life story, Jack Black would play me. Maybe that helps.
That's really good. That's a great look-alike.
All right, Coach. We appreciate it, guys. Good luck this season. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. We got a little giveaway for you guys. So afterwards, go ahead, Coach.
Hey, before Suplat, Coach, again, thank you. Any closing comments for the folks about Linsly football and prepping for the season? Let's hear it.
I'm just really proud of the guys right now with how they're taking on all the work that we're throwing at them. And every football team out there is working really hard with big goals. And these guys know that they have a steep hill to climb, and they don't back down from anybody. And they're running into this thing full speed. And I just want the Valley to know how proud we are of these players.
Coach, we appreciate it. We'll be rooting for you. We're looking forward to watching you guys the rest of the season. Thank you guys for coming.
Let's go, Cadets. Let's hear it for the Cadets. Good job, guys.
Chris Kedash real quick. He's out here with his wife.
Christopher Kedash. Let's go.
Christopher Kedash.
You guys were great.
This was really cool.
Great offensive coordinator.
Yeah, you guys did a nice job with this.
Yes. Tell Coach G I'm surprised. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the Pine Room Podcast High School Football Show. Here, this is our first annual, hopefully, but this is the second one we've done. I mentioned before that we were at Scaffidi's last week for some teams up north, but now we're back at our hometown and a team that's very near and dear to my heart. I spent several days, weeks, months, and years on the campus of Wheeling Park High School. I know some of these guys, and very good friend of mine sitting to my right, which is to your left, the veteran coach of Wheeling Park High School and now the new athletic director, Mr. Chris Doherty. Let's give it up for the Coach Doc and the Patriots of Wheeling Park High School. We've got some alumni here. We've got some Patriot alumni here sitting down in front. We've got a couple students. I see Coach Phil. Is that Jeff Turner out there? Oh, my Lord. Even got him in the house. Is that Coach Cook? Oh, no, Coach Cook's not
I think the whole coaching staff's here besides Nick Nardoni, honestly.
Yeah. Where is Nick? Unbelievable.
Do we have any read on where Nick is?
I guarantee it's air conditioned.
So once again, before we go on, we do have a birthday in the house, Coach. I believe somebody you're very near and dear to has a birthday today.
Yeah, my wife turns 50 today.
What? Oh, no! Oh, dear Lord. Sorry we had to bring that up, Jenna. Where else would she want to be but surrounded by football, right, on her birthday?
Coach, we got to do it.
What do we got to do?
You start us off.
Happy birthday to you. Jenna, by the way. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenna. Happy birthday to you. Yeah! What a way to kick it off. Our Patriots in the house. Coach Doc surrounded by a band of seniors here. Guys, thank you very much for being part of this. I know you guys are getting ready, prepping. I believe you scrimmage tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
Okay, got a scrimmage tomorrow. You've already had one scrimmage and starting to get ready for that opener, which is a week from Friday, right?
It is.
Yeah, a week from Friday. We open up with
St. Clairsville,
Ohio. That's right. Easy opener.
Yeah,
just walk in the park. Yeah, so once again, congratulations or welcome to Coach Doc, the seniors. Coach, thank you very much for taking the time to be here. lot of Wheeling Park backers here. Want to thank you guys, the players and coach, for being here. Thank you.
Oh, we wouldn't miss it. We were excited when we got the invitation.
Well, we've been waiting for the Patriots to be in the house because the tradition of Patriot football and what you guys have done, and hopefully what's going to be an exciting year. I know offensively we're going to be incredible, and obviously defensively, hopefully we're going to be able to stop people, which looks like we're going to be able to. So, Coach, going into the scrimmage tomorrow, and from your first scrimmage, what are your early thoughts?
You know, I'm excited. I thought our first scrimmage, we played about even with Fairmont, but, Fairmont's a quality AA team, and they would compare very well to anybody in AAA. So, I thought we won that, maybe even, and, we get a chance tomorrow with Parkersburg, another big AAA. It's got good talent. They throw the ball a little bit more, I would say, and, so it's a good chance for us to use our pass defense, find out where we are there, get a little bit better from last week, and continue to grow offensively.
And, I talked to Coach Caesar just briefly about scrimmages, and I know scrimmages are very valuable, and you're trying to, every coach has certain things he's looking for in a scrimmage, and you obviously don't want to show because your opponent's going to be there watching you, right. So you don't want to show everything that you're going to use against your opponent, but you're trying to figure out different schemes, different how you're going to set up your defense, whatever. And what are you looking for mostly in a scrimmage?
We talk about it all the time, just getting a little bit better. And sometimes we worry too much about getting too good too fast. Just a little bit of growth. And we say if we continue to do that throughout the season, that in the playoffs, that's when you want to be your best. So we want to be a little bit better than we were last week. We did some things really, really well last week, but we also did some things that we've got to fix and get better. And, it's an opportunity for this week to kind of heal those things and get them right.
So does the score, like people say, we won four touchdowns or 3. How important is the score in a scrimmage? Or obviously it's more important to come out and, hey, this guy is going to be here, blah, blah, blah.
I don't think the score means anything, honestly. I don't pay attention to it. It's tough to get families and kids not to pay attention to it. We played Fairmont last week, and we had 10 straight plays. And if you look at the first 4, they went backwards and punted. The next set, they went backwards and punted. They ended up scoring on play 9. Well, in my mind, that's 2 punts. That's 2 opportunities for our offense. But, they scored. So it's, scrimmages can be deceiving.
Yes.
It's not real football. Tomorrow will be more real and more like a Friday night for us.
So the second scrimmage, you're obviously took some things from the first scrimmage, and now you're going to try to build on those, but you're going to do some different things based on your first scrimmage.
Yeah, and we'll try to do things that are more Friday night. We might signal in our plays. We'll be off to the sidelines instead of standing behind the huddles. So we're going to try to simulate as much as we can a Friday night, at least for 2 quarters.
Now, I look at your schedule. Obviously, St. C. I mean, that's a heck of an opener. Tradition. You guys have had. I think. How many times have you played them as an opener now? Will this be the 4th time?
This will be the 4th.
So I know at least 2 of them have come down to the last drive.
Yeah,
last drive.
They have.
And so
all of them.
All 3 of them have come down. All come down to the last drive.
Yeah.
Two powerhouse football teams. What do you see this year? Pretty much the same.
Yeah, I think Brett and St. Clairsville, they do a really, really good job. They're coached very well. Regardless of what type of football they want to play, they're going to coach it up, whether they're going to run or hop in and out of empty sets and run sets. They seem to be a little more hanging their hat on running the football. We'll find out. But whatever they do it well. They're coached well. They don't make very many mistakes. I think one of the toughest things about opening up with Ohio is they get 3 scrimmages, and they're a week ahead of us. So we get 2 scrimmages. So, this is going to be their 4th contest, and this is going to be, our 3rd. So you're a little bit behind.
So I look at the schedule again after St. Clairsville, and I don't know much about either one of these teams. Brashear and then How is that? Villa Angela St. Joseph?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Brazier has what some would say is the number one linebacker in the country. He's narrowed his choices down to Miami, Virginia Tech, Washington, I think. But he had 38 BCS offers, Power 5 offers. So that's almost everybody. Yeah. He's returning. And then the next week, they have a sophomore tailback that Villa Angela St. Joe's has a sophomore tailback that Ryan Day at Ohio State and Penn State is now offering.
So those are definitely going to be a challenge, both those games.
The first 3 games are not in West Virginia. And there's some really good talent in all 3 of those teams.
And then I look at the rest of your schedule at University, Steubenville, Morgantown, Musselman. That's a grind. That's a grind, and you come out of that hopefully healthy, and hopefully on a positive note. I think that schedule is really going to prepare you for later down the season.
I hope so, and we think so. But we got to take it 1 week at a time, because if not, that schedule will eat you up.
Yeah, and we're going to throw some questions. These guys have some questions for these guys. But I think one of the most impressive things, Coach, that I've ever seen from your coaching philosophy and what you've done is winning and losing. Winning is very important to you, obviously. But I think what you do for these guys and want to see them succeed in life and go on and hopefully maybe some of them play college football, maybe some of them don't, but get into life, become fine young men, families, and I think that's what, and I perceive that as your strength to me as a coach.
I appreciate that. We talk about life lessons all the time. Very little football. We let that happen during practice, but before, after, and maybe in between all of the lifting and practices, we talk about what it is to be a good man, a strong man, staying committed to something even when it's difficult, and not backing down, and just being committed to people, whoever you're living with, whether it's a biological parent or not. Someday you're going to have children. You got to be committed. You got to go to work and take care of them. And, those are all the things that we want to see in our guys. We require a whole lot more out of them than I think the average guy walking the halls of Wheeling Park.
And I see that bringing all these seniors here, and they're all here. And I'm sure none of them complained about being here. They wanted to be here. I'm sure they're a tight-knit group, and they were just proud to be here and wear that jersey and represent such an outstanding high school, which I think is the number 1 high school in the state. But
me too.
To wear that jersey and be proud of part of what I consider is a great program, and it's just makes me happy to see all these kids here.
Yeah, there's a good bunch of kids. I got no worries. They care about each other. They care about the coaching staff. And whenever those things happen, usually success is right behind that.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna start firing a few questions, and I'm sure these guys have some things. Mikey, you look like you've grown like 300 pounds since the last time I've seen you. I bet when you guys go to a buffet, they run when they see you walking in the place. So I just can't believe how big you are now. So tell me about your line, what you do to protect this guy over here, and if we need a yard, are they confident to go behind you?
I think so, yeah.
Well, tell me about the line. Let's go.
We're big.
Physical?
Yeah.
Gonna beat people up?
Yeah.
Okay. Been in the weight room?
Yeah.
Take it easy with the sentences, Mike. You're going to bore people. So, Eric Brothers, I'm going to throw it over to you. I know this guy likes to talk. Is your dad here, by the way?
No, he's not. Not tonight.
He's not here? No. That's amazing. So this guy, state champion wrestler, incredible wrestler. I've seen this guy many times on the mat and on the football field. Tell us a little bit about your team, the couple weeks of pregame, your scrimmage. What are your thoughts of this team as compared to maybe last year or the year before, and how far do you think this team can go?
So what I think is probably the most special about us is a lot of us have came up and we played football together since we've been in youth with the Little Patriots. So I think we all have that bond that we might not have had the last year or the year before that. But I think we can go pretty far if we put our minds to it and we just work hard.
Yeah, and I think that bond is really special. You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not good teammates and you don't get along, and you know, it'll tear you down, and you won't achieve the goals that people think you're going to. So that's good to hear that you guys are. I mean, obviously, you guys all being here is exciting, and so it speaks volumes for you guys. So, for sure. Brett, we're gonna talk to you a little bit. Your two brothers have already gone through Park. I see one of your brothers back here. I don't know if they're both here or not. Your family is here, and a lot of high expectations for you. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited for the season.
Well, tell us why. What these big guys up front? I mean, you got some horses here with you today.
Yeah, our guys up front, they work hard, and I feel actually really protected behind them. So I'm confident, I'm calm back, I'm in the pocket, and our guys out wide, our receivers, I mean, you guys know, I mean, we have a lot of weapons out there. They make my job easier for me. And one of the best part is when something doesn't go right, you know, we're all there for each other. No one's throwing hands, like putting their hands up. You know, we're all just picking each other up, and that's one of the best parts about Wheeling Park football, I think. And we talk about Tobai and, you know, brotherhood, and we're all really bought into that idea. I think that's a really crucial part of being a good team. And also, I think our running backs, you know, they work really hard too in pass blocking and running the ball, and they're hitting the holes. And I just think our offense, you know, we've still got a little ways to go before the first game, but I think right now, I think we look good, and I'm confident in everybody here.
How nice are you to your offensive line? Are you really, I mean, are they your best friends?
Yeah, there's some of them. I told them no sacks a game. I take them out to dinner.
Oh, you take them out to dinner?
Yeah.
On your parents' tab, or you paying?
Probably my parents.
Your parents' tab. Oh, no doubt. Terry, Terry will pay for that gladly if he comes home with a clean uniform. All right, guys, any questions? We're going to throw some fun questions out at these guys.
Yeah, before we get started with the fun questions, I just wanted to ask Coach and really everybody up there, and obviously we're best friends and we're real close with these guys. What's it like having young guys like Nick Nardoni and Savion Johnson on your staff this year? Is it a little different vibe? They give you a different perspective?
I don't know how these guys feel, you know, but for me, you know, I coach these guys, and I know their dirty laundry. I got a lot of dirty laundry, but I never let it out. I keep it inside, you know, and I let these guys know there's no dirty laundry out of those two. They're great guys. No, but seriously, it's fun as a coach to be where I am in my career, and to have guys come back and call it home and say they want to be a part of it and they want to give back to our team now and what they got. I mean, it just means a lot. And on a serious note, they're going to be really, really, really good coaches.
That's awesome. Hey, Will, you're sitting over there. I want to hear what your thoughts are. But when the route's called for you, you know this guy's going to hit you right in the numbers with it?
Yeah, most of the time I trust him.
Most of the time? What about like the other non-most of the time?
If he's not nervous, then he's good. And then sometimes when he's nervous,
he going to hang you out to dry?
He's not going to hang me out to dry.
He's not going to throw one where the DB is going to like take your head off? Sometimes he said. Okay. All right, Luke Doyle, shoot a question up here.
Yeah, I'm going to start you guys off with a fun question. I want you guys to go one by one when you answer it. So, who on the team would you not let date your sister?
All right, so if you don't have a sister, pretend you have one. Oh, yeah. I think this could be an easy. I think I could answer that one. Yeah, it's Coach Doc. Hugs Eric. Go ahead, let's go. Mikey.
Eric.
Will?
I'd say Tank.
Oh, Tank. You're not letting Tank.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tank or Keon for sure.
Brad. I'm saying Nick Nardoni.
That's classic. Brett.
Keon's my man, but I'm going to have to go Keon.
Charlie.
I'm definitely going Eric.
I thought Eric would be across the board there for sure. Wow. Brothers, you must be squared away, though.
I don't believe that, man. I like you, Eric. All right, we're going to go with this one. Right now, what's your team's go-to song in the locker room?
I can't wait to hear this.
Dreams and Nightmares.
Classic.
Let's go. What else?
Probably Dreams and Nightmares, yeah. That's probably our go-to.
Charlie, I think you're a country guy, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a little bit.
You're a Dallas Pike guy, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. You're probably old Kenny Rogers.
Hey, I got 2 questions for you guys. First, Brett, these linemen, they got to mean a lot to you. They're going to protect you over the next 4 or 5 months. If you guys are up by 50 points one game and one of these linemen are allowed to go play quarterback, who are you choosing?
That's a tough one. I'd probably have to go Hogan.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't
I'd
it?
be a great quarterback.
Huh?
So I'd be a great quarterback.
You'd be a great quarterback?
I'd be throwing like 50-yard bombs.
Throwing a 50-yard ball. You don't know where it's going to go, but you're going to throw it 50 yards.
The only problem is he would never say the cadence or anyone hear it.
Hey, Coach Doc, I got a question for you as well. First off, I wanted to congratulate you in 2015. I thought that was awesome. This place, 2015.
Yes.
16. If you just had a big win on a Friday night, what is your go-to dessert you're going to enjoy after a big win?
I'm not even a dessert guy, but I'd go the ice cream cone with the fudge right at the very bottom of the sugar.
And then bite the bottom of the cone off and suck it out.
And it'd only be 2 bites.
You sound like Nardoni. Nardoni doing 1 bite.
Those are the drumsticks. Those drumsticks.
And it's close to a chicken wing, which would really be my number 1.
Okay. All right. I got one for you, Coach. You've had a successful career. I know that I've known you for a long time. Aside from winning, what is something that when you get home after practice or after a game, what do you look back and go, I'm thankful for this. I am grateful that I've taken this away from my coaching experience.
I'm grateful that I've got a family that literally lets me do whatever I need to do every single day of the year. Without that, it's one big team. They are 100% Park football, so I'm grateful for that. And you know what? I'm a young guy at heart, so I'm also grateful to spend time with 16, 17-year-old kids because I think, I hate saying this, but adults, you get about half real, and kids give you everything they have. And so when you spend time with them, you're in a place where they're real. And sometimes it's ugly, and you got to correct some of it, but it's real. And I just like living in a space like that.
All right, Cooley, a Wheeling Park graduate down here.
All right, so I know how brutal running stadiums can be. So I was wondering which teammate is most likely to throw up after a couple sprints.
Brothers?
Eric Brothers.
Brothers? Oh, he's a wrestler.
Eric Brothers, yes.
He's a wrestler. He's got to be a good
I got a weak stomach in my defense. I have a weak stomach.
Oh, it's not that he's out of shape. He's got a weak stomach. Who else? Is
Well,
it
last year it was Braden Hupp. That was for sure.
Braden Hupp was the one to throw up? Okay. Yeah. Coach, you agree with that, Hupp?
Yes, Hupp. Hupp's puking right now somewhere.
Right. Jarrett, another Wheeling Park graduate.
A long time ago, actually.
Yeah. Yuck.
Now, all right. We obviously have a Pine Room Burger here at Generations. Which one up here at the table could eat the most Pine Room Burgers in one sitting?
Oh, I mean...
Hoagie. And behind. Could be behind you, too.
Hoagie.
Yeah, that's me.
Will, who'd you say?
Hoagie.
Hoagie? Yeah. Is it Hogan for sure?
For sure.
It's Hogan. Yeah. I don't think Hogan's going to deny that. 100%.
Hey, Brett, if prior to the game you're trying to get all your teammates pumped up, you're trying to get everyone to focus, which one of your teammates are most likely to make a TikTok right before the game?
I got 3 guys in mind. I'm going to go Tank, we're going to go Keon, and Cam Shanley.
Listen, Tank, I heard Tank like 9 times from the guys behind me, so it must be Tank.
All 3 of those guys should be embarrassed.
Coach, you ever make a TikTok?
I've been forced into it in my living room, yes.
Oh, by your daughters?
Yes.
That's disturbing.
All right.
I don't know if I want to see that or not.
All right. I got another more wholesome one for you, Coach. We just talked about some of the guys that you coach that are now one on your staff. What would you say words of wisdom to coaches or aspiring coaches that are coming through high school, getting into college? What would you say to aspiring coaches, words of wisdom that at least you can pull from your career?
I think it's very important to stay cutting edge, stay on top of football or whatever sport, because it's always changing and growing. But probably what trumps that more is put time and effort into learning how to mentor. like what that looks like. What does a mentor leader, what's a loving leader look like? I'm a guy that's big Tony Dungy. I read all his books. Coach Phil, as a president, got me a signed Tony Dungy book. I've read every one of them, but his book on mentoring young men is without a doubt the number one thing I would give a young coach.
Awesome. Anything else out there, guys?
Coach, we really appreciate you bringing everyone out here tonight. This has been awesome. We're wishing you guys the best of luck. We're excited for you, and go Park.
Yes.
Go Park.
All right. Hey, we're in closing. I want to thank everybody for being here, your patience with our couple technical difficulties. Thanks to Jubb. I want to give Jubb a round of applause for all of it. And this all will be out on YouTube probably about Monday, Jubb. Yeah, this will all be out on Monday. Make sure you guys all sign that release so that we don't get sued for putting you on YouTube. I want to thank everybody. Once again, thank Luke, Mike DePlaga, Matt, and all the people who take care of us here at Generations. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody for being here. Don't forget, go to the Pine Room Podcast. We've got 22 podcasts out there. You guys better start following us now. We're going to come over and do a tailgate at your game. Going to get excited. We're pumped up for the season. Jubb, you have something you want to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to say a couple things, just a couple closing. Again, thank you guys. This has been really great to come out here and see all these people, and to me, it makes all this stuff worth it. You guys can listen to us live. Talk stuff like this. Eventually, we might have Coach. You might have on the radio on WKKX. That's 2 o'clock every Monday. Other than that, I just want to say thank you to everybody that came out here. Thank for all the players for taking time to come up here and give us a bit of your time. Thank you, Coach. And from all of us here in the Pine Room, we'll see you next time.
Once again, near and dear to my heart, Wheeling Park. I spent a lot of time there. I hope they do well. I'd love to see another state championship. Coach, any closing comments?
We appreciate the love. We're fans of I am fans of the Pine Room. We check it at home, and so
yeah. But you've been invited up, and every week you got some bull crap excuse.
Well, I only watch the Steelers in one place.
I'm talking Saturday football.
All right, I'm in.
Oh, he's in.
I'm in.
Okay. And will Jenna let you come up?
Absolutely, but she'll tag along. She'll want to be there.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks to the Patriots. Love the red, white, and blue, you guys. We'll be looking for you at the stadium in December. Thanks to everybody. Let's hear it for the Patriots.